Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
With as many dogs as we have in Grand Forks and as many search warrants and arrest warrants as we serve, this is an extremely rare occurrence, and it's extremely unfortunate for all parties involved when they do occur.
An officer's recovering tonight after being attacked in Grand Forks by a dog while serving a search warrant.
Police say the dog wouldn't let go, so they had to shoot it. They told Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall that it's a sad situation they wish could have been avoided.
This is the house where narcotics task force members entered with a search warrant earlier today looking for evidence in an investigation. But when they entered the home, they found something else.
As they were entering the residence, one of the officers was attacked by a dog within the residence, a rather large dog. There were numerous efforts to try to get the dog disengaged from the officer. They were unsuccessful.
Ultimately, the dog had to be put down. And officers say while it was in self-defense, they're upset with the outcome.
I'm glad that no people were killed in this particular incident. It's extremely unfortunate that an animal was. This is not an outcome that anybody wants.
But there are other recommendations for officers when dealing with aggressive dogs that don't lead to the animal's death. The National Canine Research Council recommends officers use tasers on the animals instead of guns because they're non-lethal for the dogs and also considered safer for officers and other bystanders. Still, Grand Forks police say it's a difficult decision no one wants to make.
I'm a dog person, and I would not want to have to make that decision. If I was in that position, I'm sure I'd do exactly as that officer did. But it's nothing that any of us wants to do.
In Grand Forks, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
Investigators say the case is still active, so they cannot release any more details, including the condition of the officer who was attacked.
There's snow on the way to go along with our cold temps. Hutch, is that something we're expecting overnight or maybe later tomorrow?
Well, the snow that we've had on and off throughout the day will continue. In fact, on our Skycam there, you could see some snow streaks out to the west of the FM area. On our radar, there's very little snow showing up, but we do still have flurries. Here's the main event that's going to come into town tomorrow. It all gets started first thing in the morning in our western counties. Increasing clouds and very wind chilly. 5 to 15 below is what it'll feel like first thing in the morning. I'll have details on how much snow you can expect, but it will be measurable, and for many of us, it'll last the better part of the afternoon. Details in a moment.
All right, thanks.
An 11-year-old girl is still in critical condition after she was hit by a pickup as she was crossing the street in Jamestown yesterday afternoon. We talked with neighbors in the area who say they've been dealing with too many problems at that intersection where it happened. And with an elementary school just 1 block away, they say it's too dangerous for the city to ignore it any longer. A GoFundMe page has been set up for that young girl who has a fractured skull and multiple broken bones. We have that link on our website, valleynewslive.com. Just click on this story.
A 16-year-old girl was taken to the hospital today after a hunting accident. Investigators say that it happened while loading gear into a vehicle after hunting in rural Pequot Lakes, Minnesota. A rifle accidentally discharged 1 round into her foot. Authorities are reminding hunters be careful and wear bright colors to stand out in your surroundings.
The woman charged with manslaughter and child neglect in the death of her 4-month-old son will stand trial in March. 25-year-old Justice Lang's trial will start on March 8th in Stutsman County. Lang pleaded not guilty to the 2 felony charges. Lang and her baby were reported missing on July 2nd. Authorities started searching for the child, and with Lang's help, were able to find it in a slough where she said she had been staying with the baby.
We all get that out of sorts feeling when we misplace our phone. A new study says that you should make one simple change to your lock screen before your phone is lost.
And making this change will increase your chances of getting that phone back. Jeff Rawson is here to show us.
When you lose your phone, it's panic time. But now, cell phone insurance provider Asurion out with new research saying that changing your lock screen and adding this text, if found, call your friend's phone number, triples your chances of getting that phone returned.
Look how I've made the lock screen. If found, call that phone number. We're going to intentionally lose all 10 phones all over town. We're going to see which get returned and which don't.
All right, we'll drop one here at Starbucks. From coffee shops to shopping carts malls, restaurant bathrooms. I drop phones all over. I leave one at this train station without the contact info. When I hop on this train, I leave one with the contact info on the lock screen. Within minutes, I'm getting a call on my backup phone.
Hello, I lost my phone on the train. Okay, we're gonna come there now. Hi.
Hi.
That's my phone?
Yes.
My name is Jeff Ross and I'm from NBC News. We're actually doing an experiment to see if somebody would return this.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Was it helpful to have that call number on the screen?
Yes. Yes.
That's how you got me?
Yes.
I also left a phone in a restaurant. Lo and behold,
You're my waiter? I left the phone on the table.
when I meet him,
You are my hero.
Sir, thank you very much, Brother Bear.
How'd you find me?
I would say first and foremost, I pressed that little side button. You had a nice number popped up on there to say if we found it, and I was doggone wanting to make sure you got that phone back.
Isn't that so helpful
That's
to have
absolutely helpful.
it's working.
that? Oh, you found my phone.
I mean, we could do this all day.
You did it.
Hi.
But what about those regular phones without the contact info on the lock screen? I have no clue who took them or where they are.
This is what you'd normally do. You'd call the number, see if somebody picks up. We found it. Voicemail. Nope.
That's right, 0 for 5 on the phones with the regular lock screen. But the phones with the special lock screen, we got them all back.
You can use websites and apps for both Androids and iPhones that allow you to design a custom lock screen with text.
One of the best horn bands has booked a concert date at Blue Stem in Moorhead. Chicago will perform May 10th of next year. Tickets go on sale to the general public next November, or I should say November 16th at 10 a.m. There's a pre-sale the day before, November 15th from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Ticket prices will range from $39.50 to $129.50.
Later on Valley News Live at 10, how much protein is too much? We'll look at ways you can incorporate just the right amounts into your diet.
A few flakes are flying out to the west. Today was mighty chilly. It does look like some measurable snow is on the way for some of us. A few inches. Details in your forecast are straight ahead.